Welcome to all of you. Today in this class, we are going to revise the poem because very soon you are going to give the pre-test examination. So let us see. The first poem is Indian Children Speak, written by Junaita Bell. And previously I also have taught you the same poem. So today in this class, we will touch some of the main points and we will discuss something which is related to the poem and which is quite important. Okay, but I will go line by line. So let us see. Initially what is written? People say Indian children are hard to teach. Here, as I told you, who are the people here? Here people is not referring to you or I or the Indians. It is referring to the white people. Okay, so here people is referring to the whites. And Indian children are hard to teach. Don't expect them to talk. One day, stubby little boy said, last night, the moon went all the way with me when I went out to work. So here, it is mentioned Indian children, but particular Indian children are not mentioned. It is red Indian children. Okay, because the name itself signifies that they are not Indians, red Indian. And the whites are, the people are referring to the white people. So here, in the complete poem, the poet has focused on the malicious nature of the whites. How? They are explaining that the Indians, the red Indians, they are unable to express themselves. They will not reply you. They are stupid. They are narrow-minded people. They don't have the intelligence. Means all the negative side of the red Indian children is clearly focused in this poem. This is the theme of the poem. But at the end of the poem, the poet has given her opinion which is completely opposite, completely contradictory to the opinion of the whites. Okay. So in the first stanza it is mentioned that the white people are speaking that the Indian children, the red Indians, they will not speak. You just don't expect them. They are dumb. But here, the poet has focused that one day, she heard that a stubby little boy is speaking that last night he was alone outside the home and he might be scared of the night, of the darkness. That's why the moon was giving her company. What does it mean? It means even when the white people are speaking that the red Indians or the Indian children, they are stupid, but still they are having high imagination. They have the feeling, they have the compassion, they have love and respect for people, which the white people are not having. That is mentioned in this poem. So understood? In the first stanza, the stubby little boy is speaking. He is having high poetic imagination and he is speaking that even when I don't have any company, still the moon is giving him company. And the moon is walking with me so that I was not scared of the darkness. People say, second stanza, people say Indian children are very silent. Their only words are known as, but red pants, red means one who is very torn out garments, torn out cloth. But red pants say confided softly. Confident means what? To speak in a slow voice or to open a secret. Confident softly. My dress is old, but at night the moon is kind. Then I wear a beautiful moon-colored dress. And the second stanza, there is also another red Indian child named Pansy. And slowly he is speaking that last night I was alone and my dress was torn out. He was wearing a tattered dress, not in good condition. It means it explains his poor financial condition. Economically he was broken down and he was not a new shirt to wear. But here he has focused that the moon was kind. Okay, he is not referring to any human being, he is referring to the moon, to the sunlight. That moon is kind. And in that night he was completely bathed with moon colored dress. Means his body was glazing with the moon beam. He was feeling extremely happy. It means think, what is the imagination of the boy and how he is thinking that the moon, stars, they are also having sympathy with the human being. So here, excess imagination and the feeling, the respect is coming. But the white people are speaking that Indian children are dumb. They will not give you an answer. In the third stanza it is mentioned, People say Indian children are dumb. They seldom make a reply. Clearly, I hear Bellows answer. As the sun said, it's so good. I think God is throwing a bright shawl across the soldier of the sky. And the first stanza, again the whites are speaking that Indian children, they will not make a reply. Seldom, very rarely they will give a reply. But here another red Indian child came, Bellows. And what is he speaking? We are watching sunrise, sunset, and for us it is a normal thing. But Delor is speaking something differently. And what is he speaking? He is speaking that the sunset is very bright. And he is also speaking that the earth has put on all her ornament due to the sunset. And I think God is throwing a bright shawl across the soldier of the sky. And God is also throwing a bright colored shawl across the soldier of the sky. Means the sky is being beautified just like a newly wedded bride. And she is looking very beautiful because of the bright shawl. This type of imagination that the Indians are having, then how can they be stupid? How can they be dumb? How are they less unpleasant? People say, come to the next stanza. People say Indian children have no affection. They just don't care for anyone. They don't feel women sign and hear him whisper. A wild animal dresses in me since my mother sleeps under the ground. Will it always remember? Then again, the whites are speaking that Indian children, they are not having any affection. They don't have love. They don't have sympathy for the others. And right now, another red Indian child is coming to the scene. And who is he? Raymond. It's speaking that he is feeling restless. He feels as if a wild animal is running inside his body. He is feeling restless. There is no peace of mind. He is unable to focus. He is unable to concentrate. What is the reason? What is the cause behind it? And he is also giving the cause. The wild animal is racing in him. The wild animal is restless. Means his heart is restless. His soul is also restless. He is unable to get peace. Why? What is the reason? The reason is since his mother sleeps under the ground. Sleeps under the ground means what? His mother died. And here Raman is speaking, after the death of his mother, he is feeling restless. He is feeling there is no peace in her life. He is feeling devastated. Then how is it possible that the red Indian children, they are not having any affection when Raymond is feeling like this? Okay, so in this stanza also, the opinion of the whites is clearly, means it is, they are speaking that Indian children are not having any affection, but the poet has focused that Indian children are filled, their heart is filled with emotion, with love, with compassion, with sympathy for others. So, once again, the whites are being proved wrong. People say Indian children are rude, they don't seem very bright. Then I remember Joe Henry's remark, the tree is hanging down her head because the sun is staring at her. Now, look at it. The tree is hanging down her head means the tree is symbolized as a female character because the sun is staring at her. But sun, as you know, it is masculine character. Okay, and here Joe Henry is speaking that the tree is bending down the head because the sun is looking at her. Okay, understood? In sunlight, the tree normally bends down its leaf. So likewise, because the tree is staring at her, white people always stare. They don't know, it's not polite. And again, the whites are speaking that Indian children, they are not very bright. Then Joe Henry, another red Indian child, is speaking that the tree is bending down her head because the sun is staring at her. Okay, but the white people, they always stare. And they don't know that this is not polite. And here, the tree is regarded as the Indian woman. They bend down their head when a senior person or a superior one is speaking something to them. When someone is passing any comment or someone is giving a criticism on them, they just bow down. They don't answer. They don't give any cross answer. They just go down and listen because they know how to pay respect to people. But the white people, they always stare. They look at your eye. They look at your eyes constantly without any feeling of shame. But they don't know it is not polite. White people always say they don't know it is not polite. polite. People say Indian children never take win. Never take win means receive wholeheartedly. Okay, so once again the white people are speaking that Indian children, they will not welcome you. They will not accept you. They will not give space in their heart for you. Outside their thoughts, you will always stand. And the whites are speaking that you will always stand outside of the brain of the Indian children. And it is mentioned, I had forgotten the idle words that people say it. But here what is mentioned, that the writer is speaking, that he completely forgot the words which are being spoken by the white, that they will never take you in, because she is completely welcome. When the iron doors swung open, when she went to the Indian land, she was completely welcome. She was wholeheartedly welcomed by the Indian people. Okay, so here in this poem, the whites are giving bad opinion on the Indian children, but at the end of the poem, the poet has confessed that no, the white people are wrong, but the Indian children are having almost all the good qualities. They are having high poetic imagination. They have love, they have affection, they have the power of thinking, they are intelligent in their own way, and the whites are proved as wrong one. Okay? So now let us come to note making. And as you know how to do this note making. In previous classes I have taught you completely how to do the note making and what are the essential points of note making. So what you have to do whenever listen. According to your syllabus, you will get the note making from the passage, from the onsen passage. Question answers is there, and apart from the question answer, you have to do the note making. So what should be done? While doing the note making, you have to understand the complete passage, and after it, you have to provide a suitable caption. Okay, suitable caption must be there. This one is a margin, and write down subtitle. Subtitle, and these are the points. Likewise, you have to write down minimum 5 to 6 subtitles, because you have 10 marks in note making. Understood? So first of all, provide a suitable caption, then provide a suitable title, subtitle, then from the subtitle write down the points. But always remember one thing, you should not write down the points in complete meaningful sentences. Just write it down in phrases or in words. Okay? The combination of 4 or 5 words is okay. But don't write down in lines, because that is wrong. So, in this way you have to do the note making. Suppose there are some points in this subpoint. So here you just write down the point, and with the arrow mark you start writing down the points here. This is the format of note making, but the complete note making is taught to you beforehand in the class. Okay? Thank you. So dear student, I have written a small passage, and as you know, in elaboration will come only on 5 marks. Okay? Either you will get a passage like this, or 5 sentences will be there. Those sentences might have containing some error, and you have to rectify that. So this passage is containing only 5 words. So now let us read. But before doing the elaboration, always remember how to do it. First of all, you have to read the passage properly. You have to understand it. You have to find out what is the tense of the passage. Then you have to change the passive, the reported speech, the clause, conditionals, preposition, all those things. If you are able to find it out, then it's easy for you. Now let us see. Electricity is the more convenient and cheap source of power. Petroleum was found in a few countries of the world. Its price is rising so much that developed and underdeveloped countries found it very difficult to obtain it to meet their necessity. The passage is in present tense. So we look what is said. Electricity is the more convenient. No, here no comparison is there. So that's why most convenient and the cheap source of power. Petroleum was, it is referring to past form, but this one is in present tense. Each is found in a few countries of the world. its price is raising. Is raising means progressive form. But no, the price is already raised. Okay, the price has been raised so much that developed means those who are developed. Developed countries, they can find it out. But here this is referring to developing. Those who are in a developing and underdeveloped countries found past form. This one will be present tense. Find it very difficult to obtain it to meet the resistance. Okay. So as the complete passage is in present tense, it is referring to present scenario. That's why these arrows are pertaining to these arrows are referring to the present tense. Okay. Now, I am going to speak you the complete 100 marks question pattern. Okay, listen it carefully. You are going to get prose, poem, non-detailed story, book 2 and answer passage. Here you are going to get questions and the passages will be given to you. But the instruction is you have to write down the answers within 25 to 30 words. Your writing should not exceed that. Maximum you can write down 35 words. Don't try to exceed that one. It means in one line you are writing 6-7 words. Like it for 4.5 lines is enough. Then note making. Okay. Prose, poem, story, answer, passage. Question answers you have to write down. Note making. You are getting answer passage. From that passage only you have to do the note making. So that is up to 10 marks. As note making is 10 marks in ordinary English, that's why you have to write down 5 to 6 subtitles. Then brochure and pamphlet, 10 marks. Conversation. Conversation is 2 types. Face-to-face conversation, telephonic conversation. 2 will come, you have to write down 1. And in brochure and pamphlet also, 1 brochure will come, 1 pamphlet will come. You have to attempt 1 question. Then is your script writing. Here, script writing, article writing, newspaper report, story development. Out of these 4, 1 will come and that one will be compulsory for you to write down. Next one is your caption writing or poem development. If you are going to get script writing, means a long question will be there, or story development. From this kind of question, you have to provide a suitable caption that carry only 5 marks. Otherwise, if caption writing is not there, then poem development means 3 lines of the poem will be given. Rest 5 lines you have to write down by yourself. This is creative writing. Next one is your grammar. In grammar, first 5 marks you will get cohesive device, means linking word. 5 blank spaces will be there and 5 words will be there. You have to provide suitable word in the suitable blank space. Next 10 mark will be your do as directed. In that one you may get error correction or questions will be miscellaneous. Means you might be asked 1 question passive, another question reported speech, another question clause, another question your tense and preposition, model, phrasal verbs, conditionals. From this question you are going to get. Okay. This one will be a single question you have to answer according to the instruction. Okay. So this is your 100 marks question pattern. Thank you. Have a nice time.